Oops. You just saw a sneak peek of Anja. And yeah, what she will present us is an incredible topic of recruitment. And where does the future of global recruitment lie? Is it in all the buzzwords that we are exposed to daily? Well, according to Anja Zibert, it is the basic human values and the complete transformation from human resources to human relations that has all the power. How did she manage to attract high tech experts with the innovative, out of the box talent acquisition methods based on transparent communication, open heart energy, and high level of candidate experience, along with some first hand tips and tricks? Anya will share with all of us within the next 25 minutes. Anya, hey, welcome. Thank you for joining us today and for supporting all these exciting months so far. We are very excited to have you here with us.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to share all this information with you guys and everybody who's listening, who will be watching later. So yeah, let's do this.
Wonderful. The stage is all yours.
Thank you, Milica. Let me just show you presentation. Okay, I hope we can see that. Okay, so from human resources to human relations. Yeah, behind this term, there's a lot of things to say, but let's start at the beginning. So my name is Anja Zibert, and I'm a founder of Free Spirit Human Capital, the company, who's actually, I'm going to say, disrupting the world of recruiting because it's bringing true value of each person in recruitment process. And in collaboration with a very successful startup, X&J, we actually set up new foundation in the world of recruitment. And I'm going to show you today how we did that and how you can do that as well. So I would say like a week ago, I found this very, very interesting quote. In the past, jobs were about muscles. Now it's about brains, and in future it will be about heart. And this was said by director of London School of Economics. That means that she has pretty good insight about the business world and what's happening in business, in hiring, and in this, I would say, capital world in general. And there are a lot of changes. As you can see, there's a word empathy. Empathy is very, very strong word. Not a lot of people are comfortable of talking about it or, expressing it, but we are going to try to break a few walls today. So let's just dig in. First of all, I would like to, reveal you some secrets, which is not actually, it's not something that it just came from my mind, but it's scientifically proven that our thoughts and emotions affect the heart's magnetic field, because we all have, our hearts have magnetic field, which energetically affects those in our environment, whether we are conscious or not. And if you would like to dig in more into this information, it's amazing. There's an amazing institute, organization, which is called HeartMath Institute. And this is the link. And you can read a lot about it. So everything what I'm going to tell you today is scientifically proven, and also how we did it in practice as well. And what a lot of people don't want to talk about, or they probably don't know, is that we usually, like on daily basis, we work on 5% of, based on our conscious mind, but 95% is unconscious mind. So that means there are a lot of patterns and everything what the system taught us, what parents taught us, what the education system taught us, and everything what we know, like about recruitment, about business and stuff like that. And your subconscious mind, our subconscious mind, is 30,000 more powerful, 30,000 times more powerful than your conscience, in our conscious mind. And when is heart and mind, when they're aligned, when they're in coherence, then the magic can happen. And based on the fact that we are, in a way, we are infinitive spiritual being having a temporary human experience, we have to, conclude, like we came to the conclusion that we are not human doings, but we are human beings. And based on that, we need more human relations, which is HR, professionals with high level of self-awareness. Okay, what does that actually mean? Well, I've been doing a lot of research, and I've been doing a lot of projects, and I've been talking to a lot of companies and also to a lot of candidates, companies who are recruiting different profiles, and also candidates who are looking for jobs. And there's so many information that they just don't tell to each other. They tell me for some reason, and probably they want to tell also how they feel. But when they find themselves in recruitment process, they think that they cannot express themselves because they are, everybody were taught this way. So whenever a person enters into a recruitment process, a candidate, he is or she is like automatically is like in submissive position, and the energy needs to be aligned for the magic to happen. So how can we do that? Well, first we have to unlearn everything what we already know. There's a really nice quote as well from Alvin Toffler, which said the illiterates of 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. And everything what's happening now in last 2 years, or maybe even before that, the transformation, like HR transformation, I think, have been going on for quite a while now. It's not only like for this last 2 years when everything, went remote. But the human consciousness and everything, like the way how we feel, how we think about the business, how we think about the hiring, like in general, it's changing, and it already changed. So basically what we need to do, we need to leave the, how can I say, like a space in our head. We need to leave open, that everything what we already know, that it can be different. And I'm going to show you how it can be different. So I already mentioned that when person enters recruitment process, he or she, the candidate, is automatically feeling, oh, I have to impress someone. Oh, I have to, be likable. I have to show that I'm good enough. And okay, if we are talking about headhunting, of if recruiters are directly contacting people, then it's a little bit different energy, but still, the energy needs to be aligned. They need to be on the same level. And what is the most important thing is, like, when somebody is looking for a job, or company is looking for a candidate, they need to be aware that not every place where they fit in is where they belong. So basically, it's about the purpose. It's about the higher purpose. And each and every one of us have that purpose. And there are certain ways how can we reach that, how can we find out what is inside of us. But we all know that we feel good in the space, or in the place, in the company, in organization where we belong. But if we only fit in, and just, to be a resource, then, there's engagement is falling, and also the happiness level of happiness is changing. So there are a lot of factors that can influence on, in general, the success of a company, and also, of course, the engagement of employee. And what is most importantly, is I really, really believe that our past experiences do not define us. What we are in this very moment and what we believe we can become, that define us. So that means a person needs to have a choice, how people will see them. Because if candidate sends a CV and everything is based on his or her past, the one who is reading CV will be like, okay, he is good in this and this and this. We can hire him or her to do exact same stuff. But nobody's asking, hey, who are you? Who are you really? And what would you like to become? CV doesn't really show that. So you have to go deeper than that. And with Accenture, the successful startup company from Belgium, which is AI tech company, I will tell you a little bit more about it later. So we launched this very interesting campaign, and we posted on our landing page and also on LinkedIn that we are looking for people. Okay, this is the new one. So we are looking now, not looking, but we posted information that we are on the lookout for full stack web developer. But we had a few other, for data science, we have few other positions. And the system was the same. So basically we asked them, don't send us your CV. Don't send us your past. Don't send us any of that standard stuff. But send us, your projects. So show us one of your most disruptive project, private or professional, and then description and how you feel about it. And you can put it like in a video format, or you can put it in A4, in writing form. And let me tell you something, like with this approach, we got a lot of application. So when I was talking to these candidates, like in pre-screening call, it was amazing because people were so, I could say shocked, because they are not used to it. And I will tell you a little bit later what kind of questions I asked them. But the main thing is we gave them the chance to decide. There was nothing else about the company or whatever. We weren't like saying, oh, we are so cool, we give you everything. No, it's just, don't send us your past, don't send us your CV, just tell me what project, of course, like data science project, because you're an expert in that, touched your soul and touched your heart, and show us who you really are. And this was the approach that really brought some outstanding results. So this is our kind of EVP, so employee value proposition. We just wrote that there's no cap on holidays and you can work from wherever you are. Okay, we have guided meditations and insightful Fridays. And we also have co-living space, which means that we have an office, but it's also, you can crash there. You can, it's like a living space. And we believe the future is bright. So I said that we are going to break some walls. And we did break walls between the candidate and between the recruiter or HR person, or I like to call myself a human relation tribe leader, because in Accenture, we are a tribe. We really support each other. And one of these pre-screening calls, pre-screening questions were, how do you feel when you hear the term higher purpose? A lot of people really don't feel comfortable about talking, about higher purpose. But it's so natural for us. So it's like, okay, if you're not comfortable talking about your higher purpose and, everything, what we can do for the world, what can you do for yourself, then I guess, we're not the right fit for each other. I mean, you can still try, but if they're like, oh, I really don't want to talk about it. Oh, no, I don't believe in this stuff. Well, sorry. So this is something that is really, really important. You have to give a person insight, to your company's culture. And this is, I would say, it's kind of shocking for them because they're not used to it. But it's also in a way like very liberating, because they can, they can say whatever they mean. They don't have to, oh, this is the right answer or this is the wrong answer. No, you just open the heart and you are speaking out of your heart. And also one other question that I got for them was, I would like to know more about you as a person, not an expert persona. I mean, if I tell you the truth, these were like, I mean, people that I was talking to were like scientists, data scientists, very, very, very smart people. And also we managed to attract PhD students. And it's amazing. It's so amazing to talk to these people. But when you start talking to them, about the higher purpose and about, like, just tell me who you are as a human being. Yeah, they are like, at first they're hesitating, but when the walls are broken, yeah, magic can happen. So it's not, it's not the, I'm not gonna say it's not, yeah, it's not the what you are saying to them, what you're offering to them, or like asking them. It's just the way you are asking them. So the energy is aligned, and they feel good and you feel good. And also very, very, very useful question that I would recommend is, I have no idea about data science. I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert for machine learning or artificial intelligence or programming, but I'm a human being. And in this level, we are all the same. So what I say to them is like, look, I have no idea about what you are doing, but listen to me, like, picture this. I'm a 5-year-old child. Can you please explain to me in a simple way, what is it that you are doing? And they explained to me. And I was like, oh, wow, that's really interesting. And so, the energy was also, was again, like very aligned, because we are on the same level. Okay, they had to, lower down their standards of communicating in an expert way. But yeah, everything was really, really cool, because like we were communicating not like, oh, recruiter or representative of the company and the candidate, but we were really aligned. And one more thing I want to add is, I don't know if you're aware of it, but there's a thing that's called 6 degrees of separation. And 6 degrees of separation, what does that mean? That means that every single person in the world, is connected to another person in the world by 6 contexts. So basically, you are connected to, I don't know, Richard Branson or Bill Gates or whoever, by 6 steps, 6 contexts. And with this mindset, that you are a company and you have tribe members or like employees, you have people in your company. So somewhere out there, there's a expert that you are looking for, that you need in your team. You have to have in mind that somebody in your company is connected, not maybe directly, maybe indirectly, but is already connected to that person outside. With this mindset, you are creating the reality. You are, because you believe that they exist, and they do exist usually. So the 6 degrees of separation is a very, very strong concept that you can use also in recruitment. And of course, your vibe attracts your tribe. This is very important as well in Accenture, because we all believe, that we are connected based on our vibration, based on our frequency. And like I said, if somebody is not comfortable about talking about the higher purpose and, some like spiritual growth or personal growth, then, well, he or she will not feel good, except if he's or she is willing to, step in and like start working on themselves. So what we are saying here is just, it's no, I'm not gonna say it's no brainer. There's no like rocket science or something. It's just like we are human beings. We are all the same. And it doesn't matter if it's like a CEO or it's like a board member or it's, you know, a janitor in a company. It really doesn't matter. If we respect each other, if we respect each other's time, and if we have empathy towards each other, magic can happen. And based on that, mindfulness, you know, there's a lot of going on in this like well-being and mindful life and everything, you know, like there are a lot of buzzwords also in HR for last 2 or 3 years, I would say maybe even more. But the thing is that everything is so, how I see it, it's so general, you know, it's so general. It's like the leaders that I'm talking to, they're trying to fix things, you know, just like plasters. Like you have an open wound and then, you know, put a plaster on and you put the plaster on. Like, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do that. We could help, not we could, but we should help each and everyone in the company, in our organization, and of course ourselves as well, to personally grow, to develop, and to support each other, you know, during this like on this journey. And that's why also, I mean, this is the reason, and I truly believe that the company will also evolve and thrive, of course, when there will be a lot of individuals with high level of self-awareness. Okay, what I wanted to say as well is I want to show you something that every company, of course, you know, when we started collaborating, we were like, we signed a contract, and with each and every tribe member, we, of course, sign a legal contract, like based on legislation, different countries, because we are like in 7 different countries now, like all together, but we are really, really connected. And we decided that we want to go, you know, a step forward. And what we did, we created an energy contract, which we called Tribe Manifesto. And this is something like, there are like 25 guidelines. I can show you that later. Probably, I mean, we're going to post it on the website, and I'm going to share it also on my LinkedIn. But, you know, there are like 25 guidelines that show that how mind, soul, body, and heart and spirit are connected. And it's really cool. I mean, like X&Jers, our tribe members, they were helping, you know, to put this together. So it was really, really cool. And in the end, we said, as a member of the X&J tribe, I pledge to fully embrace the manifesto and contribute my energy to become the best version of myself in terms of company's co-creator and in terms of the person that I already am. So I signed it, and our CEO signed it as well, the founder. And so, yeah, we also have an energy contract, and which is really, really, really strong. I'm going to say like a tool in our company, because it really connects people, and we are connected on a little bit, you know, deeper level. Yeah, based on this, we decided to give a little bit more to the people. And this is something that I would also like to mention. So it's like Insightful Fridays. Every Friday, we are really, really working on our personal development. And a little bit more about the X&J itself. Well, it's a high-tech company, and really successful company that created a state-of-the-art self-machine learning system. What does that actually mean? It means that, yeah, it's pretty disruptive solution. And if I'm now focusing on like HR solution, which you can see in the booth in vendors area, yeah, our HR solution is actually focused on recruitment companies that can predict which companies will hire. But also the solutions are for different industries. So for finance, for marketing, for sustainability, So I really welcome you to visit the booth and check it out a little bit more about us. So it's not only, that we are soft and hard, but we are also very, very, like a very smart group of people who are, trying to disrupt the world. And we already are with the technology as well. And yeah, we do this by raising collective consciousness with creating more sustainable businesses and doing business with the heart. So
Hi. Hey, Anja, I'm back. Great. You just stole my line, and I really wanted to invite everyone to join the Expo Zone and to visit your booth, leave their contact details so that you can get in touch with them and, I don't know, maybe even sign a deal. But this was a wonderful presentation. And as you said, it is not just the heart, it is also the mind. And when it is both connected, that is when great businesses and great initiatives happen.
yeah, thank you very much, Milica. I hope I was not too long. So
No,
okay.
we're right on time. We're right on time.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And
Thank you again for joining us today. And I wish you a wonderful time at HR Week, just like for all other attendees. And I hope to see all of you at the main stage where the Talent Attraction Alternative Ways panel follows. See you soon.